Which one's more important, talent or effort? We'll dive into that right now. Today I want to talk about how in many ways effort is more impactful than talent. Now, I learned a lot of insights and perspectives from this amazing book by Angela Duckworth called Grit. It's a wonderful read and an awesome audiobook, so I hope you look into it. First, let me go into both the definitions. Talent is often described as your innate gift. You were given it at birth and it's hard to just obtain. You've kind of always had it in a very natural way. Like that person is very inclined towards that thing and they've had it all their life. Now, effort is putting in the hard work, learning the lessons, failing, falling and getting back up, and putting in the time and energy time and time again. Now, the really interesting thing about how we use talent in our language and our vocabulary is we like to use that word on people who are doing magical and amazing things. For example, an Olympic gold medalist, like wow, does that person have talent? Or an Oscar-winning actor, or anyone who has achieved the extraordinary. And talent is often used as a way to make that seem so magical and otherworldly. It almost seemed it was very impossible. There's no way I could do it, so they must have talent. Now, it's always an amazing thing to praise other people, but what Angela Duckworth talks about in this book is that oftentimes it's used to make the person feel better. If you're saying someone else has talent, you're also letting yourself off the hook by saying, well, they had this sort of magical special potion since they were born and I didn't, so there's really no reason for me to try, and there's no way that I could succeed in the level that they have succeeded. Now, I know that we all use language differently, and I use talent all the time, left and right, but once I read this, I started to realize that language makes a huge impact about how we see and perceive the world, and it could affect yourself too. The next time you find yourself chalking someone else's success up to just their talent, maybe it's time to look into the effort side of things. And here's the other thing, media is not interested in talent. They're interested in the final results, the success stories, all those amazing miracles, before and after photos, with none of the effort in between. They just want to capture the flashy and shiny moments, which in no way is a bad thing, but let's look under the cover to see what effort does for us. There's a chapter in Angela Duckworth's book where she talks about how you can talk to your kids and raise them in a certain way to be more inclined for growth mindset, which just means they're willing to take risks, learn and fail, and get back up again. And kind of to approach everything not in a stubborn way, but in a very open-minded way. So for example, when you tell your kids that you're smart, it sounds like a good thing to say and do. Why not? It's a wonderful compliment. If you receive your kid's test grade and you see that they got an A, so you say, honey, you are so smart. Well, the next time, if they come home with an F, what do you think they're gonna think about themselves? They're gonna think that they are the opposite of smart, which is that they are so dumb. Oftentimes it becomes a black and white situation. If an A means you're smart, then a C means you're really not that smart, and a D or whatever just means you're just really dumb. It kind of impacts a developing child's mind with their identity with themselves. Am I smart? Am I dumb? What's the purpose of life is constantly getting A's. It could go down a rabbit hole of all different ways of thinking. So here's a better suggestion. Let's say your kid comes home with an A. You can say, wow, you put so much good effort into that and look at this amazing result you got. That's really cool. You put in so much good effort. Now, when your kid comes home with not so great of grades, they might say to themselves, wow, maybe I didn't put in enough effort or the right amount of effort for this project or this test. And hey, that's awesome because it means I can do better next time. There's hope, there's opportunity in that phrase rather than I'm just dumb and that's the end of the story. So I have 2 techniques and tips that'll really help drive this message home for you and that you can apply in your own life. Number 1 is say one thing that you're proud of every night. I do this daily gratitude practice with my boyfriend Jeff where we talk about 3 things we're grateful for. But very recently we added an extra step, which is we also say one thing that we are proud of that day, that we are proud of ourselves. So we can't say, oh honey, I'm proud of you for working really hard on your project, you have to say, I'm really proud of myself because I sat down and I taped this video today. See, taking 30 seconds out of your day just to applaud yourself for the effort that you put in will create more growth mindset and reinforce to yourself, hey, putting effort in is a good thing. And then you can practice more, practice makes better, and then you'll see your improvements tenfold rather than just thinking, wow, I'm just not talented and incapable of doing something. Number 2, I'm going to share with you Angela Duckworth's equation for this particular topic, and it goes like this. Talent times effort equals skill. So most of us are born with some sort of innate inclination or talent to one thing or another, but if you combine that with your effort, then what really is happening is you are developing skill. Then here's the second part of the equation. Skill times effort equals achievement. So you take that skill that you've built with that talent and that effort, and you use that skill and you multiply it with effort again, and then you'll get achievement, as in good, positive results. So you'll see in this equation, if you want to have achievement, you got to double time on that effort. You have to multiply it twice with talent and skill and use effort twice to receive the awesome results and achievements that you want to see in your work and life. Now, I hope this video was helpful for you to think about talent and effort in many different ways. Of course, there's thousands of perspectives out there in the world, but this one I particularly like because it really helps you train yourself, the people around you, and maybe if you have kids, to show them how important effort really is. And at the end of the day, it's still amazing to adore the magic and the miracle and the talent that people have developed. But behind all that, I think there is a lot of effort in talent. So I hope you take this message with you, and the next time you see something amazing, you can appreciate them for their efforts, and that'll also teach you to approach learning and growing in a totally different and productive way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's continue the conversation down below. So what do you think? Do you think effort is more important and productive than talent? I'd love to hear your thoughts. We can chat about it below, and I'll see you guys next week on this channel. Please don't forget to click the like button. Thank you guys. Bye.